This episode of My Hero was a little bit more of a recap episode. We got to finally see what this man Knuckle Duster is up to, and honestly, it was kind of wholesome. Let's talk about it.
The high school, the super senior, the most famous dude in the high school. He decided to pull up,
bro,
and he's looking for the queen bee.
Yeah, and honestly, he had good intentions, but he looked like a whole PDF.
the security showed up immediately.
You know what I'm saying?
But at least he left right away, though. He didn't give them no issues. He just said, "Okay, I'm moving about it."
Nah, he a reformed dude, man. I gotta say, his character development has been good. He's just trying to make sure that the streets are safe. So he's the most dangerous person on the street.
But then there was, because in Queen Bee's friend group, there's 3 of them.
Yeah.
Right? So when the second friend looked over and she noticed that the other friend was gone.
Yeah.
And she was like, I wonder where she went. So then the other guy
texted her to warn her too.
No, we weren't talking about the queen. No, we're not talking about that. We're talking about her other friend.
Yeah.
So
the brown-haired one.
Yeah, the other friend ended up going to that alley. The same alley that the guy was like walking down or whatever, and she's like, "Why are you looking for the queen bee lady or whatever?" And then he was just like, "Oh, you know who she is?" And then he went down the alley. She started doing some freaky stuff, bro. She was about to
that looked crazy.
She pulled up her dress for a second.
Had bees under there.
There was a bunch of bees under there. Mind you, this boy said, "I got that bee repellent."
He was scared. I ain't even gonna lie.
He put the little claws in and said, "Bee killer." Playing with him, man.
To be fair, he was still about to get packed up, but the homies were like, "Hey, man, we haven't seen him in a little bit. Let's go check on him." And they were correct.
Mind you, Lizard Man just got out the hospital.
Yeah, he don't want nothing to do with this.
And he still was out there trying to save this boy. I respect it.
Yeah, honestly. He's like, look, if you're going to be on this path, I'm going to do what I can to make sure you good, but we still getting out of here. And honestly, it was just crazy to see because afterwards they head to the hospital and we get a little bit of a flashback of Knuckle Duster's past. And apparently, I'm not sure if this is his girl.
This got to be his sister or
something like that.
It's got to be his sister because she said dad's looking. Yeah, that's his sister for sure.
But she a victim, bro. She's a victim of the bee girl, straight up in front of this man. So I understand now why he just be socking people for the last.
And it looked like she doesn't have one of her eyes, and the other one's also patched up, kind of like how the queen bee lady is.
Sure. You think she might have done something to him?
That's what I'm thinking. It's either that or she literally don't got 2 eyes. Because it
looked crazy.
It did look.
Sister is in terrible condition.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But it's just I understand his vendetta. And also how he knew so much, right? Because he's low-key been on her trail for a minute. And he does do detective work. It's just, after he does a little bit of detective work, he's like, you know what? This will get some answers.
What I think about it when he was first, as soon as he sees somebody with a tongue and he would just beat them up, I think it was probably so recently that it happened. That's probably why he was so
traumatized.
Yeah, that's why he's probably so antsy just to whoop everybody's ass in first sight. That makes a lot of sense, personally.
That's fair.
Because now he's kind of mellowed out a little bit since then. Because now he's doing it on... He's actually thinking out his fights now. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I'll be like, I'm going to leave it out for...
No, he's always thought out his fights. The problem was he was too quick to fight.
That's what I'm saying. He's not like that right now. Yeah. He hasn't been like that in the last 5 or 6 episodes.
I think part of it is I feel like he's low-key, he has a soft spot for Koichi and them now. You know what I'm saying? So I think he low-key doesn't want to put him in danger anymore.
He's master.
That's why he's been super. Yeah, he's been super chill around them lately, and he hasn't been showing up because he's been doing it on his own. Remember, he said this to the spiky hair dude. He's like, "Y'all are good for this type of job." The other dude was like, "Why don't you just tell Koichi and Bob stuff?" He was like, "Nah,
you got it.
Yeah, this is for you."
I'm a decoy.
He said, "Yes,
you are. Keep up the good work."
He didn't even turn around. He just got walking.
I know, or a part of him, bro.
It was tough. Man. But that was the interesting way to see his character, and even later in the episode, he does end up hanging out with them again. Popstep has this new little gig that she's about to get where she can perform for her company, and she's really nervous because she's low-key a kid. You kind of forget because she's hanging out with this college guy and 40-year-old man, but she's really excited and nervous about being able to perform for this gig because she doesn't want to ruin her career essentially. And this man Knuckle Duster actually gives her good advice and comfort. I was like,
hey man, he's old head. He know what he doing.
It's not good though. It's giving me death flags. They about to kill Knuckle Duster out here, bro. You know what I'm saying? When characters start acting like that and it's just too good to be true, you know what's coming, bro. You about to get a Toji bullet.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? But it definitely was just a really wholesome vibe that we got to see with Koichi, her, and even his new girlfriend, because he ends up calling her over because he doesn't know how to help Pop Step, and she's low-key a marketing genius. I ain't even gonna lie.
She's been doing it for a while now.
Bro, not even. She just barely got hired by Captain Celebrity.
I mean, she was still working, doing stuff over there, though.
That's true. Yeah,
and she was already a detective as it is. Like, she got a lot of fees, man.
Bro, she's nice. She's underpaid. Because she connected Captain Celebrity to the concert that Pop Step was supposed to do, got it upgraded by the company, like got free publicity for Captain Celebrity. I'm just like, she's out here just multitasking her jobs right now.
And she multitasked him into cheating, too.
She low-key used that to get her job, though.
She did.
Because she's the head manager now of him. So, you know what I'm saying? So that's tough. And he was just like, hey, whatever you want to do. I don't even care anymore. And he hates what she's done so far, by the way. But it's working. So he can't even do anything about it. Because them dudes that be calling out to him whenever he find the villains, I know he wishes it was like 10 baddies right there.
Yeah, he going through it for real.
For sure. He's like, he'd be like, good job, Captain Celebrity. He's like, yeah. All right.
Yeah.
He is not happy. But his wife's happy. So, you know what I'm saying? He's not getting sued. That's what matters. You feel me?
His ex-wife, right? Or
No, that's his current wife. Your current wife suing you.
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about? That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know then.
You said, I ain't even going to leave you. I'm just going to drain you for all your money together.
Insane.
Completely insane, man. But this episode was definitely tough. I think now, though, we're getting a little bit of like, we kind of got like little peeks into everybody's lives this episode, including the B girl. And I ain't gonna lie, I just thought she was like a high school girl trying to make like some extra few thousand, you know what I'm saying, on the side for some villains. Nah, she's the problem. She is the villain. Bro, she went back home and it already looked wrong, right? Because there's a lady sitting there, he's like, hey mom, and she not moving. And I was like,
yeah.
She killed her mom? And I wish that's where it stopped. She goes around, sits between that lady and another dude, puts the lady's credit card back, talking about, yo, this joint was maxed out. Here you go. There wasn't even that much on it. She just kills random people, goes in their house and just lives there for a minute and then dips? Nah, bro. And if that's her real parents, that's even more messed up.
For real.
Like, what are you talking about, man? She is demented. You know what I'm saying? This is the darkest villain I've seen in a minute. Like in a My Hero Academia type vibe. You know what I mean?
And she's in high school.
Oh, in high school.
It's crazy work, bro.
That's so tough, man. So yeah, she needs to get her butt whooped for sure. And this man, Knuckle Duster, is on her case, so we're gonna see.
He had his binoculars ready.
Yeah, he's not playing no more.
Finally found your
I'm
ass.
gonna give you some of these.
How many times do I have to teach you this lesson, old man?
He might kill her.
Yeah, he's gonna try.
No, I'm not even playing. He might become a villain. He gonna have a stain arc if he catch her. Cause I don't know. Like, he already seemed like he's like low key off his rocker. And he's dang near killed some regular dudes who had the black tongue thing. And mind you, he's known from the beginning that not everybody even wants it. And he don't care. He's still gonna put you in the dirt.
And sometimes he just be suspecting that something's wrong with him, and he's right.
To be right, but
you be right on accident, bro. It's crazy. Go on purpose, I guess.
No, but like, remember, because initially we thought that everybody who got that thing was like asking for the drug.
Yeah.
But then we found out that it was the girl with the bees just injecting random people sometimes too. And he knew it was the girl with the bees from the start, so he just didn't care.
Yeah.
He said, I ain't never cared. He just been stealing off on everybody in the city, bro.
I'm telling you that
I don't know.
The shit that happened with his sister, it was so recent, bro. It fried him.
That's what I'm saying. If it got him that mad, he's knocking out civilians.
Yeah.
He's gonna kill her. Like,
Agreed.
Koichi gonna have to stop him for real if he catches her. You know what I'm saying?
Agreed.
It's gonna be crazy. But as far as this episode go, man, I gotta give this one like a 6.
Yeah, it was probably.
It was very slow.
Yeah, it was slow.
It was necessary information, which is why I'm not gonna go any lower than that. But I don't know. They could have done a little bit more with the pacing, maybe, because I feel like some parts lasted a little longer than they should have. But I don't know. Y'all let us know what y'all thought of this episode of My Hero Vigilantes. It was good, but just it could have given us a little bit more. But it was a setup episode, so like, comment, subscribe down below, and let us know. Peace.